Look at the sunlight hitting you. Highlights.
Let me tell y'all something about melanin, baby. Let me tell y'all something about melanin. Melanin is great. Hold on, let me get Slick Rick because we got all the shades up in here. Okay. Hey. Queer Queenz in the building. You feel me? So we about to eat this food. Let's show them the food, y'all. 13. Let's show them the food. You feel me?
Show them the food.
Alright.
My bad. You know, just a little something light. You know, we got the hot dogs, we got beef, we got turkey, we got some beef sausages over there, and then, you know, of course,
No
we
pork.
got none, not at all. No pork. No
man.
pork on the plate. We got some burgers, you know, prepared by yours truly.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Do we still got a picture of the mimosas?
Man, mine gone. That's how it's supposed to be. It's gone.
We have mimosas with the cranberry and the orange juice. I'm trying to put y'all up on game, man. Stop playing with me. That's the LiXxer effect.
Man.
That's what we're gonna call it from now on.
Oh, that is nice. I like that. We should rock with that. The
There we
LiXxer
go.
effect. Yeah, I like that.
I'm just fucking with the pickles.
So you about to
You
eat
just
this
here for the
food.
pickles. Joey just here for the motherfucking pickles.
That's it.
She bought 2 so she could take 1 home and wouldn't look stingy.
Right.
But let us explain.
Right. I'm gonna get a shirt made. Let me explain. I can explain.
He too much, man.
So look, this is what we're gonna do right now. We're about to give the topics of what we're gonna discuss right now. Off the top of your head, let's go.
Wow.
She put you on the spot. Straight off the dome.
But I tell you, I
Real
just completely blank, like I'm breathing in all the smoke from the grill.
Let's see. We can talk about.
What's up, baby?
Well, let's see. We got 3 different relationship statuses in here.
Okay.
So we have married,
Yes. Very
Engaged.
damn near married, single as
Free.
single as fuck. So that's what we're gonna talk about, man. Being queer and relationship statuses.
I
All
like
good
that.
stuff.
That's a good
So
topic.
we're about to eat this food.
That's a good
Let us
topic.
get it popping and
We'll be right back to explain. But we'll have our echo. I need that reverb.
What up, though, YouTube? It's your girl, DJ LiXxer, Queer Queenz. Man, we got
DJ 313. What's up, y'all?
we got
Joy Red in his bitch.
Slick Rick in the building, okay? And we're doing the 3 camera angle thing again, but this time we're actually gonna get it right. This time
We're gonna do better.
Ain't that right? Ooh, girl. So we out here, man. But today's Queer Queenz podcast, we're gonna talk about our relationship statuses and I guess the influence behind them, why we are the way we are, etc., etc. You know, we keep it real. So I guess how do y'all want to start it?
I mean, you start off, shit. Since you,
Okay,
since you
so-
in the middle, you talking. Let's just keep
Yeah,
going.
so this is the thing. Here's the equation. Okay, here's the 1 + 1 = 2.
Aw, shit. Let her explain.
Please let me explain. Okay, but I'm single. Joy Red is
Engaged.
damn near married, basically, and 313 has been married for 2 years.
Mhm.
2
September.
years. September. 2 years in September. So we're just gonna discuss, like, you know, because we're on 3 different levels when it comes to being in relationships. And
I mean, shit. So I guess it's important when you talk about. I guess for me, it's important when I talk about my relationship status. It's to kind of talk about some of the things leading up to that relationship status. I know that's something that we've all experienced, regardless if you're single right now, if you in a relationship. It's some pretty funny shit. It's some pretty funny shit that goes on. Personally, the reason I'm, I mean, I don't really know how to attack that. Like, I guess the reason I'm married is because I'm happy. That's a good start.
That's good.
I found somebody I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. Somebody who was my best friend. Personally, before we got married, I did not think that I was going to get married. So for me, it was a real easy decision to get married because it was like, damn, like, I never thought I would find somebody to make me feel these type of feelings. So
Did you know off rip that she was going to be the one?
I did. So
what signs pointed to that? Like I say, like, yo, because I'm looking for those signs. I need the signs. You feel me? Like,
I'm gonna say this. Everybody's signs. Let me explain. Let me explain.
Bitch on a t-shirt.
Okay, let me explain. Every time you say some bullshit, just let me explain. Let me explain.
For real.
So, I think everybody's signs are going to be a little bit different. Me personally, you know, I've dealt with, like, I've dated a fair share of people, you know what I'm saying? I've dealt with a lot of people. I know a lot of people. So for me, it was one of those things where it's like, I don't want to date somebody or be with somebody that I feel like I can get tired of easily, because I know the type of person I am, you know. And for me, it was just like, when I met my wife, it was just like a breath of fresh air. And I remember the first, like, after spending a couple hours together, I think I sat back to myself and thought in the back of my head, like, you know, fucked up. Like, that's what I thought. That's what I thought to myself. Like, you know, fucked up. Like, you know, I thought in the back of my head, like, it's gonna be real hard to get rid of her. You know, that was the thing that made me really, when I sat back and think on it, like, that was it. Yeah, that was it. I knew for sure. That's like, dope. She ain't going nowhere. Like, God. And I was.
So you just knew off rip, like, yo, this is it. Like, yeah, I'm good the rest of my life.
Your first date, like, how did that go? That's when you figured out she wasn't going nowhere, right?
Yeah, for sure. That's why so our first date, we went out with a friend. You know, me and my wife was talking for a while before we had our first date or whatever. Because, like I said, on our last podcast, if you haven't watched it, go check it out. Episode 1.
Hey.
Shameless plug.
Hey. Whoa.
But we were talking for a while, and she lived in Arizona or whatever. So when she came here, it was like, you know, when you talk to people on the phone, it can be one thing, and then when you talk to people in person, it can be a whole nother thing. So it was like, is it gonna be like it was on the phone, or are we gonna vibe completely different? And so our first date, we did like we went bowling, we went out to eat, we went to the hookah bar, like it was some real chill shit. But I still knew, like, after our first day, there were some things that occurred, and I knew for a fact, like, you know, that was it.
Yeah,
like you got in the car smiling and shit,
right? Yeah. Blushing and shit,
like talking to herself.
I found the one.
Yeah, we gonna make it the PG version, but yes, that's what happened.
They got it in, y'all. They got it the fuck in.
Yeah, I knew though.
That's why they having babies now. See,
yeah, it's true. It's maybe it may be true. You never know.
All right, Joey. What about you? Because you're engaged.
Yeah.
So you got to, like, and you've been with your girl for a long time.
Long ass time.
Yeah, like 7 years.
Long ass time.
I mean, it's a lot when you've been together for so long. You learn new things, you grow at the same time. So y'all grow differently, but then you still, like, love the person or whatever. So, yes. I mean, the first date was probably the same as how she felt. Like, I don't think after I dated her that first time, we didn't, like, not talk for a whole day.
Wow.
Like, we were talking nonstop or seeing each other every day or whatever. So, I don't know, like, when I asked her to marry me, it was in a time of my life where, like, everything was changing. You know what I'm saying? Like, being understood. Like, right. You got a girl, right? You know what I'm saying?
That's his problem. He don't.
But nah, it's different, and it's crazy because you with somebody that you know that you're gonna be with. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's beautiful.
And it's like you building a whole family. So
I feel it.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Everybody.
I mean, I grew up like
everybody wants to be a cat. Okay.
No, I grew up like wanting a family. Like, I didn't know how it was gonna come about, and nobody was talking about gay marriage when we was kids.
Right.
You say that shit.
True.
So I was just thinking like, damn, well, I just hope I'm happy or whatever. But I knew I didn't want to be married to no dude because I saw how dudes treated women. I just didn't like it.
Men are just, I ain't gonna say y'all trash.
No, just so
y'all just not my cup of tea.
That part, not my cup of tea, not my cup of tequila, not my cup of Hennessy, not my cup of coffee, not my cup of water, not my cup of juice.
Anything.
Not my.
You're not on my plate.
Just
my menu.
You're not even on my menu.
Nigga, we ain't eating at the same place.
We're not even in the same category of food. I'm American, you're Italian. It's like, you know.
But nah, that was the whole point. Coming back to somebody at the crib, you know, telling them about your day, shit like that.
That's dope. That's super dope. Oh, y'all in love and shit. Oh, y'all ugly.
Oh, damn.
Sorry,
no.
No, I'm just kidding. No, that's beautiful. To be able to find that type of love. I'm the single one in the group, guys. Hello.
She said, "Oh, her number gonna be right here at the bottom."
Oh, y'all can definitely hit me up. 7076 LiXxer. Yes.
What?
Text me at any time. You feel me?
What? Is that a real thing?
That was a whole shameless plug of herself.
So wait, y'all. Now I'm mad. Hold on. Now I'm fucking mad.
No, put your number up there.
Because no, it's not even that. Listen, when LiXxer DJ at my wedding, I remember feeling like, I was calling her and shit, and she had this weird ass fucking number, and I was thinking like, where the fuck this motherfucker live? Like, she got it where I think it was a fucking 707 area code. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it was just a weird ass number. Wow, that's what that was.
7076 LiXxer. Yes.
This nigga.
So,
wow.
Yeah, no men, please don't fucking call.
Nah, niggas gonna be calling like, hey, hello, DJ.
Breathing on my phone, having their dicks out on some weird shit. Like, I'm good, nigga. I don't want it, but we can definitely be cool if you're cool.
Oh man.
But yes. So what were we? Look.
So since we're talking about that, let's talk about the things that lead up to that relationship status, because I feel like every lesbian has really interesting experiences.
Absolutely.
Like, we kind of dove into that, and I'm not, again, this is like a no names, like confidential type podcast. I ain't gonna put nobody's names out there, but I always feel like dating people, everybody has fun situations and real fun things that lead you to where you at, regardless if you single, if you married, if you engaged, divorced, whatever the fuck your situation is. I feel like there's always one, like, we were talking about our whole phase last time, right? And I feel like in that whole phase, you just meet people and you have real fucked up situations sometimes. Shit just kind of falls apart. Like I was telling the homies earlier, like, and we can all go through and speak about our own situations, but you had them times where as a baby stud, you fucking with somebody and you just...
For those who don't know, please tell them what a baby stud is.
Okay.
Because some people don't know. You feel me?
I think everybody's definition of a baby stud can be a little bit different, but generally a baby stud is either a younger stud or somebody who just came out and you just kind of getting into the community, you just getting a feel for yourself, and you just doing a whole bunch of fuck shit because you don't understand the way that the community works. You don't understand that you have value yourself. Even though you're a stud, you don't have to, try to fuck everything that moves. It's still an upper hand in being a woman, and you got to use that to your advantage. So baby studs are just kind of individuals who are just, they wet behind the ears and they just real, they young. That's all it is. It's just like,
it's hormones.
This is a baby stud. Yeah, you out here, you like, nigga, I'm out. And it's just, and that's what it is. But you had them times where you're a baby stud and you dating somebody that's just fire, that's just way out your motherfucking league. And then she hold you for like an established stud, you know what I'm saying? Like
super stud,
nigga. I've been working at the plant for 15 years.
Woo!
The fuck, like
I got a 401k. Okay, I got two Cadillacs at the crib. The whole crib.
I got a paid-off charger. I don't have no kids. I got 2 dogs.
Right.
I travel every season out the country. Like,
you feel me? Everybody has a situation. So I'm gonna tell you all about mine. My situation, back in the day, in the crush spot days.
Oh.
I'm gonna take y'all there.
Screenshot.
Back in the days, CS. For everybody that fucked with the spot. And I know that was Detroit. That was a Michigan thing.
That was for sure a Michigan thing.
That was a Michigan thing. Yeah. So back in the crush spot days, I had my little one thing that I was talking to or whatever. It is so fucking ironic that this girl lived in Arizona. My wife lived in Arizona when we met. How fucking funny is that? But anyways, this girl lived in Arizona and was kicking it or whatever, and she finally came to the city. So I'm like, bet. At the time I was in high school, so I'm like, I want to go kick it with shorty. I gotta pull up. Ain't got a car. Gotta get on the D-dot. They're gonna take me to the stop, and then I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna pull up, but whatever.
Okay.
Y'all. First of all, I had to skip school to get all the way there, right? I had to skip school because, of course, we're not on the same break. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to skip school for the day. So I skipped school, and then I'm like, I got to look fresh. I can't look like I'm coming in my motherfucking uniform. So I done slid some motherfucking pants up under my other pants. Okay, so I'm going. Y'all know, and the way the D-Dot works, public transit, is if you want to catch more than one bus, you got to get a transfer. It's an extra quarter. Right. Y'all, why the fuck I lose my quarter? Midway through the trip, nigga got on the second bus and was like, "Oh shit, I don't have
no extra dollar,
nothing. Of course not."
How you lose your quarter, man? Like you ain't had no other dollars, no quarters, no nothing.
No, I didn't have anything with my broke ass trying to skip school and go talk to bitches.
Skip school had a quarter in your pocket.
With my bum ass.
God forbid something bad happened.
My jeans on that I wasn't supposed to have on, so I didn't look like a bus student, so they wouldn't try to do me dirty when I went to go get food and shit. Cause you know, they'll hold the fuck out you if you, oh boy, if you skip school, use DPD, you come in that bitch with your uniform on, they be like, we don't serve students during school hours. You're like, nigga, first of all, I'm by myself, so you really had to bitch me out like that. That's cool. But anyways, I lost my quarter. And I still went. I'm like, fuck that. This is my boo. Fuck that shit. I'm finna go, man.
This is my boo, nigga. Fuck
right.
With
did order that shit. Okay.
What a whole
Look at that shit.
looking. Baby is a
That's what I thought. You know, but long story short, I did all of this. Went to go see her the first day. Blah blah blah. You know, she did me dirty. I ain't gonna hold you out.
What she do, dog? How she break your heart? Please tell the people of YouTube, man.
Listen, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know if it was something wrong with me personally, if she wasn't feeling me, if I gave bad head or what the fuck the deal was. But I gave her some head, and the next day I came back and she was like, her friend was over there, and she was like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. I was like, in front of her homie, like, hold the fuck out of me. And I never forget that shit, because when I lost my quarter, I had to walk all the way back. So if y'all niggas know what the West Side is like, I had to walk from Northland all the motherfucking way to Puritan and Myers. That's a long fucking walk. I had to walk all that way. Now, it was all cool that day, because wasn't nothing wrong. So I'm like, yeah, nigga, I'm finna go back over here tomorrow. Boo. Yeah. And she held the fuck out of me the next day after. But I had my quarter. I did have my quarter that day, so I could get back home. But yeah, so
my nigga had only 25 cents.
I wish we was friends back then, so I could have gave this nigga
I'd have
my
gave you
quarter.
like $4 at least, bro.
And I'm gonna tell you, I was a real nigga, so like I wasn't gonna ask
nobody
else
for I see you.
Nah, nigga, I just walked.
I would have at the gas station like, yo, you know.
And you got a quarter, man. That shit would have worked. Put my uniform back on.
Wink at a nigga real quick.
For real, like I need it all. Period.
Yeah, but she hold me. So like personally, when I got married, it was shit like that though. Like little things little shit that I went through. You know what I'm saying? Where I had motherfuckers I felt like that fucked me over, where I felt fucked people over. You know what I'm saying? Frankly, and it made all the sense to me. It just everything came together. It was like, this is a good choice for you. This is good for you. Everything in the universe was like, this is good for you. Just shut the fuck up. Just go do it. This is good for you. Let's do it. And it wasn't even a choice. It was just like, it just happened. So, but shit like that, I feel like happens to everybody. People have fuckery happens all throughout these streets.
I done went through some fuckery, dog. Like to the point where it's like, nigga, I don't even want to date anymore. Like I'm straight on everything, bro.
Yeah, same.
Like,
so what happened? Lay it out.
Shit.
Fuck all that. You can't glaze over it. Don't glaze over it. Tell it.
Just
tell it.
Have I had like a bad?
You ever got cheated on?
I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive.
You pretty
no
sure?
Proof. I'm almost
no proof.
100%.
Okay.
I think I've gotten cheated on in probably every single one of my relationships. Every single one. And even if it wasn't physically, it might have been just emotionally or spiritually with another person.
Ooh, how do you cheat on somebody emotionally?
I think just giving your heart to somebody else and they, you know what I'm saying, your partner doesn't have that attachment as much as that new person does.
Right.
They got your interest, basically.
They got your everything. Because at that point, emotionally, they got your heart too.
Ooh, shit.
Like, so
I wasn't expecting that.
Nah, for real. Like, that's like being 100. So, like, I've definitely been through that before.
Yeah, sure.
Where it's like, nigga, if you want to be... And this is what be killing me. This is what bothers me. Because at the beginning of every relationship, because I am poly, so it's like, that's a whole... That's a whole different subject for another day. But like, I'll ask my partners, like, do you want to be in an open relationship at the beginning of my relationship? Okay. So if you say no and you want to remain monogamous, bitch, you need to stick to the fucking rules.
Stick to the plan.
Because I'm over here maneuvering. But see, that's where you learn and that's where you grow, ladies and gentlemen. Because it's like, I refuse to change and maneuver myself for somebody anymore. I was so used to doing that shit.
What made you want to be poly though?
Because the one time I had 2 girlfriends, my life was fucking amazing. Like, we barely ever fought.
The shit is lit. I ain't gonna lie, this shit is amazing.
It was rare that we fought, you know what I'm saying? We was all just, we worked out. If one person had an issue with somebody, we sit there, we were grown, and we talked about it. It was just like, it was so mature. And it just worked out because we did, like all three of us was sleeping in the same bed, all three of us was fucking, all three of us was doing our thing. So it's like, nigga, that was but we had rules, but it wasn't like super restrictive type shit. We knew what the fuck it was. And that's what I just want for any chick to really realize, any human being, not even women, just men, everybody. Yeah. Like, if you keep it real with your partner from the jump, bro, you won't have no issues in your relationship. Yeah, I know of some people who, you know, participate in extracurricular activities with people outside of their relationship. Yeah. And I tell them often, like, hey, bro, if you just kept it real with your chick from the start, you would be surprised how she would respond to that.
Women are nasty. Y'all niggas be fucking up because women are nasty. That's what LiXxer, she's sugarcoating it, but basically some of y'all be fucking up because, and you know, I'm gonna say this though, you know, it's funny because when you say that shit about men, like, you know, raising a son now, I be trying to be so cautious of shit like that because I think my son is fucking awesome. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I think he's one of the very rare guys that I hope that he's the type of guy that grows up and it can be a room full of females having a conversation. You don't even realize that nigga in the room till he say something. That part. That's the type. You know what I'm saying? Until he says something, he knows when the fuck to jump in the conversation and when the fuck to sit back. So when it comes down to that type of shit, I think it's really interesting because one thing that I always said, and I know my wife gonna get mad, but like when he turned probably like when he gets to his early teens, I'm gonna start saying shit to drop a pin on that nigga. Like, bro, a lot of these women will do a lot. Like, you'll be surprised what a woman would do for you if you care about her. That doesn't really involve a lot of fuckery. If you just be 100 and be like, this is what the fuck it is. At the end of the day, the way that the world works is either she's going to accept it or she's not. Yep. I mean, and what you do can land anywhere in motherfucking between, whether it's here or there. So. Yep. I think that's a real valid point, but that's not just men that understand. I think I think it's easier for women to express that to one another, which is why it's a little bit easier because guys don't know how women are gonna respond. Like,
they say it the wrong way. Like, they just like.
I mean, but to be honest,
or they present it the wrong way.
Yeah. If you dated a dude, would you honestly feel comfortable? Like, honestly, because you have to think about the fact that, like, I've never really dated anybody that was the opposite sex. So some of those situations that women are put in, I find
a little different
to be baffling because I'm like, bitch, I wish I would. Like, it's certain shit that I can do in front of my wife and in front of every other female that I have even remotely been like, bitch, I like you. Let's text. Like, it's certain shit that I can just do and openly say. And that was, for me, that was the biggest part of coming out and being like, I gotta be.
Yeah, I gotta be. That's perfect. I gotta be.
That's the part I like about it is because you can be yourself for the most part. And with dudes, they always gotta control something. Like, why you dressing like that? Why don't you cook? Or why don't you go here?
Why you showing your ass on Instagram?
Yeah, why you got these friends? Why you watch reality TV? My girl watch reality TV all fucking day long. You know what? I don't give a fuck because I'm not watching it. We got 4 other TVs in this bitch. Like, go have at it. Like, niggas be like, oh my god, why you watching that shit? But if we say something about them watching football or whatever,
it's a problem.
They just constantly.
Men are a lot more sensitive now.
I feel like and I feel like with women too, some of it is a maturity and an intellectual thing too. Right. Like, some of it, I don't want to have to fucking pick and fight with you about, like, if we gonna fight, bitch, it better be over some complex shit. Okay, we gonna be fighting over motherfucking mathematic equation in this motherfucker. What the fuck I thought the temperature was, and you went outside and checked it, and you know for sure that's not. That's what the fuck we gonna be fighting up around this bitch. We're not gonna be fighting on no, you know, some rant. And like, honestly, that's the fucked up thing about women. Like, women are freaks. Women are really sexual beings. So when it comes down to that cheating shit, it's so fucking stupid because I know a lot of women that won't admit that they're poly, but will be fine with the threesome. Will be fine with the fucking with whatever. True. It's a lot of women that, but see, the thing is that trust has to be there. Like they
always be like, well, I gotta help you pick her, or I gotta be there if you fuck her. Like,
and I don't think it's anything. I don't think it's anything wrong with. I don't think it's anything wrong with saying those things. Like, I feel like that's totally fair. Like, me and my wife had somebody we was dealing with. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was one of those things where we did have those rules set out. Like, we was all in the group chat. Don't shit happen outside the group chat. But I think it's a little different because we're married, you know what I'm saying? But still, like, at the end of the day, if that conversation had never come up, it's not like one of us can the other one, like, I can't do this shit no more. Like, we need somebody else. Like, but I think if you have to be open, that's what being married is about, like, being open to that type of shit. So I applaud whether you're gay, straight, whatever the fuck type of couple you are. I applaud couples that go out their way to keep it interesting in the bedroom and do shit like that, because to me that's part of being grown. Like, when you talk about handling your motherfucking business, like, as an adult, we have jobs we gotta do. Like, we DJ, we throw parties, we have kids. I have a dog. We had like
I got a dog turd.
Like a dog turd.
Oh, that's what you did.
Oh my God! Did you make that up just now? Or is that you?
No, that was in like my bag. Yeah.
But is that yours though?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is so cute.
Thank you.
We got shit to do, y'all. Sure, we got shit we doing. We got shit we doing. And I mean,
sex is like 85-90% of a relationship. I mean,
I
think
agree.
about it. Because you get with a person because you want a companion, and you want to fuck, and you want to eat with somebody. So, I mean, other than that, you share your life with them, but that's the biggest part.
It is in the beginning. In the beginning. That's
well,
what keeps you.
Okay.
I feel like that's what
let me
on that
explain.
coattail. You like, oh, okay, this motherfucker.
In the beginning.
And you be like, okay, let's see how long we can do this shit out. And then it may change a little bit because I think
it's supposed to be that much percent in my opinion.
But see,
sex is so fucking important. I can't speak for anybody else, but for me,
it's important.
If I'm with it's
very important. But
you have to love. You have to love. You have to have
it's
sex.
Got to start there, but it's got to start there. But it can't be everything.
It's not everything, but it's a big ass part. I'm gonna tell you that.
Okay, so let's make.
By the time you get to the point where you ain't fucking no more,
let's make a pie chart because I want to know what y'all think. Like, let's make a chart. If we can make a chart right here, okay, and if you had like a whole pie, 1, 2, bloop, 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 bloop. If you could,
nigga, I ain't drawing all that bad and shit.
That's only 4 pieces. 4 pieces, a graph. Okay. If you can have like a graph that broke out your relationship, what do you think would be the most important things on that relationship? Like, how would you break it out if you had to do like
so your top 4 things?
Top 4 things.
Can we break down the actual
things yeah. Let's do that. Okay.
I think they're gonna be different for everybody. That's the only reason I put a thing on it because it may be different for everybody.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not gonna go first though.
You gotta go first.
Why?
All right. It's 4, so that means it's split in 25s.
Yeah. Yes. It can be. It don't have to.
Or you make your own percentage.
You said it was a pie with 4.
It don't have to be.
I ain't never seen no pie with 4 slices.
Me neither.
But I'm just gonna say,
weak ass pie.
Y'all do know I'm a DJ and not a fucking chemist. Right?
All right.
Damn.
So I'm gonna split my pie.
Your pie
in 4s.
Okay.
It's natural.
Yeah. I want to say 3/4 is 6, but y'all gonna hold me though.
Damn, nigga. No, but if that's how you feel, your pie.
Okay, let me explain. Like, this is why I think 3/4.
Is your pie, nigga. 75%. I thought I was freaky.
No, it's not even about being freaky. It's about being like connected. Shut the fuck up. Listen, no, you go home, right? You probably home 5 hours out the day because you busy and you got a life, right? You work. You got to pick up kids from school.
Okay, that's
right.
You do extra shit. You at the parties. Y'all DJ at night shit, right? Then you probably got pissed off with this one nigga walking up to you like, yeah, I'm gonna pay you as soon as we get paid later, you know, shit like that. Now you irritated. So you go home, that's your peace, right?
Yeah.
What don't you want to do when you get home?
Argue.
Right. And what is a stress reliever?
Cook, clean. It's a lot of shit I don't want to do.
Argue is top for me, but cooking, clean. Sex is a sex reliever. So all the shit that you went through, the sex is gonna help, and you not arguing gonna help. And the fact, if somebody cooked or whatever, now you good because you ate. But other than that, I don't know. Like, the other thing, I guess, is, that we got shit in common. Like, we
75% sex.
No, like, we like-minded.
25%, bitch. I hope
like,
we kind of
like-minded.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, important ass shit. Like, you can't be... we got shit alike. That's all I care about, straight up. I don't be caring what nobody cook. Like, I don't care about what it looks like.
You a simple ass girl. You got it good. You easy
like
please.
My nigga said, do you have a TikTok, ma'am? Do you have a TikTok?
I need peace, nigga.
Does anybody have a TikTok?
13, I can't stand you, dog. Look, I just need peace. That's all I want is peace.
How much do we have in common? That's great. Joey, I fuck with your pie.
Okay, other than that, I'm good. I don't got nothing.
That nigga said... We have to have matching shoelace colors.
No,
hey,
no, you like Air Maxes? Cool,
I like Air Maxes too, nigga. Shit, we good, bitch. That's all I need. Matching Air Maxes.
Okay, let me expound on what that means. Okay, no, like, for real, like, we gotta we can't be atheists. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you gotta believe in the Lord.
You can't just misspend money because then that's gonna piss me the fuck off.
I got
shit like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you know, you can't be an
Basic
asshole to
common
people.
things.
You know,
Yes.
like a decent human.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the kind of in common things. But you don't give a fuck about that because 75% is sex. So if you
I'm gonna say that's a big
if
question.
you got 75% sex,
You
you
gotta
good. You can
share
get
that
married.
I changed it to 2.
Like, bitch,
to
we
2.
can argue.
2/4.
Fuck you.
Okay.
Fuck me.
Okay, that's better.
Okay, there we
That's
go.
better. That's better.
Okay.
Jesus.
What
That
about your
was
pie?
woo.
13, what's
That's
your
why I
pie?
ain't
I
want
don't
to
know
go
what the
first.
fuck
Fuck
my
y'all.
passion is right now. I don't really know. I feel like let me say this before I say this. I feel like your pie constantly changes. And I feel like if your pie isn't changing, then you're in the wrong relationship. If your pie isn't changing, then you're not growing as a person.
You better preach a word.
You're fucking up, basically. So let me just say that. I'm gonna just say that. So
what was your pie?
when I first got married, like
Baby stud days, what's your
Yeah,
pie?
baby stud.
oh, damn.
Finding a quarter, my nigga. That was
okay.
her pie. Fourth of it was making sure she could get to her.
Hey, my legs strong in the motherfucker.
They had caps of goddamn Thanos. Okay.
Oh, you know what? My pie has evolved so much since then. Okay, so that's a really, really interesting question. As a baby stud, what was my pie?
Your pie was probably like Joey's.
It was.
Bitch, you like Air Force Ones? Me too. Okay, let's go have sex.
I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of similar. It was kind of similar though, because I think. Well, one thing I would say is part of my own self journey was realizing that, you know, sometimes being a stud means you're gonna get the most attention in the room. Means sometimes the moment you step in the room, whether you on bitch, you be having a great day or you be having a fucking terrible day. You be looking you be looking like a piece of shit fresh out the pot. For real.
Damn.
Like you can look like for real. And everybody in the room, because you a stud, they gonna still look.
A piece of shit.
Hey.
Wait, what you say?
A piece of shit
Straight out the pot.
Like you be looking like
fresh out the pot.
boo boo, y'all. Like boo boo. You be looking bad, looking fucked up, and
You be looking like.
Come on. Looking fucked up, and you know everybody's still gonna give you that attention. So part of my own journey was realizing that even though you get that attention, you don't necessarily have to. You don't have to feed into that. Like you do what the fuck you want to do. You talk to who you want to talk to. Like I've been in situations where my homeboys, like I'm out with my homies, and they're like, "Damn, old girl got a fat ass," and I'm like, "Yeah, but that bitch is a butterface. Like that bitch ugly as hell." And because I'm a female, frankly, when I turned about maybe like 20, I want to say when I turned about 19, 20, for me, it was like, okay, I don't really give a fuck what your body looks like. I don't, like, your mental has to be together and your face, my God. Like, we're starting there. And that's real. Like, I've been in plenty of fucking situations, especially, like, when I was in a car club where niggas in my car club were like, oh, my God, her ass is so fat. She's looking at you. And I'm like, oh, bitch, okay. She's still looking. Like, I don't fuck because it's not about that for me. And that's part of being a stud though. You're gonna get that attention. You're gonna get that. So you have to decide what the fuck your self-worth is. Right. Because I think when I was in high school, I was so all over the place trying to find, I don't want to say acceptance, but trying to find, being gay just became a thing. You know what I'm saying? And when I was in high school, it wasn't bad, but you didn't get as much. You had bitches that liked you and would pass you a note on the low. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna let you squeeze her booty in the hallway. Right, like that's reserved. That's not reserved for you. You know what I'm saying? So for me, yes, of course, my pie looked a little bit different. It was like, I mean, especially being a stud, you don't know who the fuck is gay. I feel like femmes have it a lot easier because you can pick. You can. Not only can they point you out, but I think femmes have the ability to kind of. I ain't gonna lie. I've seen more femmes run game than I have seen studs. I've seen a femme talk a bitch. I've seen a female talk a bitch, a straight female talk another bitch out her drawers. Like, I've seen this shit happen. And that's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, it was just like realizing that everybody that likes you don't have to give them that same attention. You know what I'm saying? People are going to, they're going to take, some people going to look at you just because you're strong. Some people like the fact that you can come in the room and be like, I'm me. Right. Some females just attract to that, and they're not understanding, I need to be with the strong man, not I need to be with the strongest bitch in the room at the time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So part of back in the day, part of my pie was, you know, of course, I don't even think, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know if looks was on my motherfucking pie back in the day, because when I look back at some of these young women, I'd be like, girl, I be checking myself. Like, so I'm not even, like, I ain't no shame in my game. Let a bitch be mad.
But
I'm
there's nothing
married.
wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you look at it, sometimes it seems shallow. That's why I like going for, because eventually, if you do stay with a person for forever, they ain't gonna have looks. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're gonna be dealing with they soul.
Well,
you know
I
what I'm
hate
saying? Like, straight
to
up.
be that person.
I don't got nothing wrong with pretty women. I'm just saying.
Of course
you know
not.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, but some of the most prettiest women, some of the prettiest, Kanye said it best, some of the prettiest people do the ugliest fucking things.
Yeah.
And like some shit, like I have dated some women that are so beautiful. Niggas walk, oh my God. Yeah.
And
Okay.
they'll
Yeah,
talk
because the
about
bitch is
it.
at home cutting all over her
Cutting the
fucking
fuck
body,
up,
throwing
bro.
up all of her fucking food. And every night, nigga, she is so drunk. I'm going to what? What did you say? Like, yeah, that's you. So yeah, you look good, but how good do you really look? Like, you look good now.
Yeah.
Let's check and see at 2 a.m. Let's see how you look then.
Yeah.
Like, and that's fucked up, but again, you gotta be able to recognize that type of shit. I pray to God raise my kids if they don't be.
I think it all depends on your preference. I'm shallow. I can't date nobody ugly. I cannot be with nobody ugly.
I didn't think that was
Wait,
ugly
we
at the
saying
time.
ugly or we saying like,
I thought when y'all was okay.
right?
Whoa,
like,
'cause,
like
yeah.
a 5.
No, hold on.
You know, saying like a 4, 5, 6.
I'm like, let me explain.
Like a
Not
4,
saying I
5,
date ugly
6.
bitches.
Because
Let's
the
get
lowest
that
I'm
straight.
doing is like an 8.
I knew you was about to say that.
Like, honestly, I'm not.
Okay, I'll
I
take that.
cannot. Because the thing is, for me, I hate to be shallow, but that's the first thing I look at when it comes to a woman is like her face.
Oh, I wonder
course,
why.
you
have to.
Why? Does this have anything to do with sex?
No.
Yeah, what?
No.
What'd you say? Are you a goddamn lie?
It don't-
Come on.
It ain't
Come
got to do
on.
with sex.
What
It
do you
got nothing to do with
mean?
sex.
What
I'm
do
not
you
about to walk
mean?
around with no fucking Google monster. That's what I mean.
We ain't talking about Google Monster. We not. Why though? Why though?
A Google
Let's
monster.
get down to the. Why though? Why you not gonna walk around with me?
I don't want to be seen with a Google monster, bitch. Shit.
That don't. So see, you don't want to be seen.
Bitch, I don't want to be
No.
with a Google monster.
But you also probably don't want to fuck her though.
Because, no.
I don't want to look. I don't
Let
want
me tell y'all some shit that happened to me, real shit, one time. And it's fucked up because honestly, the bitch who said the shit wasn't all that cute. But this one, this one it clicked to me like, hey, you can't like. It wasn't even about her for real what she said, but I knew the shit was true, so I felt bad about it. Mm-hmm. So I was dating this one chick in high school, and this girl I had convinced her mom to let her come to school. I was going to a whole fucking line, right? Mm-hmm. Come to find out she was a hoe, but any fucking ways, neither here nor there. Yeah. So we go, and me and her broke up because she was doing some fuckery. Like, I went to a game, and this bitch was braiding somebody else's hair at the game. You know, high school, you might as well have been fucking on the bleachers. Like, you know what I mean? You're cheating, okay, needless to say. Yeah. So, you know, I stopped kicking it with her. So I started kicking it with this other chick. And again, it was somebody who was the first person that came at me. I was like, bet, you my girl. Cool, let's do it. Let's walk.
Let's walk.
Yo, this girl, and I was kind of nervous, but to get out there, because it was when it was a Google Monster. Basically, it was the first person that came at me, right?
Like, what number is a Google Monster? What number was the girl?
If I ever hear a bitch being described as a Google monster, I'm thinking she's a 2.5.
She was not
at the highest.
She wasn't cute. She wasn't my type. It just, there was no attraction there. I just talked to her. He was like, "Oh, you like me? Okay, cool. It's an opportunity. Let's expand."
Like it's a fucking job.
Dog, listen, y'all. So I started talking to her. So I was trying to keep it on the low, right? So apparently one of her petty ass friends heard, right? So her and her friend fucking walk up, and I knew she was finna start some shit. So I'm turning around trying to get this bitch like, come on, get the fuck out of here. She turned around like, oh, she looked up like, this your new girlfriend? So old girl turned around like, yeah, blah, blah. She looked this girl dead in her face like, wow, she's ugly. Like, she hold the fuck out of old girl to her face. And I remember thinking in my head, it was fucked up because I remember thinking like,
she's a Google monster.
wow. What the fuck am I gonna say? And it's fucked up because if I'm gonna be with you, I should be able to defend your
right.
I should feel good enough, and it made me feel bad as a person. I had to stop fucking with her, and that's when I learned like you can't fuck with nobody you ain't proud of, because she was a representation of me, and that's why I didn't want to defend her.
So no Google monsters, but I think when it comes to your path, you just gotta fucking nigga. She gotta be fine. Period. I cannot, because I will never be with somebody I'm not sexually attracted to.
Absolutely.
Point blank. Period. Like if you, and I'm talking about, you just gotta be like Like, I usually only date I'm attracted to super gorgeous women.
Gotta be.
Period.
Off the chart. Honestly.
Like, yes, like, you really have to capture my attention. Like, you just gotta be gorgeous to me.
You know,
where the rest of your pie?
Shit.
That's the pie?
That's the pie.
Can I say something?
So, no, I'm
talking shit about my
pie. I'm talking shit. No. For the rest of the pie, no. You do have to have great looks. Sex is so fucking important for me in a relationship. As well as, let's see, looks, sex. What else do you have?
It ain't that easy.
Sorry, no, you're not in the podcast.
I just want to say this. Y'all act like y'all can't cut it out. Come on now.
We can't
Think about your
talking.
pie.
Right.
Think about your pie. They gotta be like-minded. They gotta look attractive to you.
Okay, so we gonna edit my pie. We gonna edit the pie.
No,
You
we
have
not gonna
to
edit
make
your
sure
pie because all you came up with was sex and fine, and y'all trying to hold my pie. So motherfucker, you keep me your pie.
No, I wasn't done with my pie.
No,
Y'all
you said,
I
need two more.
Hey, we keeping all
Give
this
me,
shit.
give me. Okay, so let me tell y'all my pie for real.
I'm listening.
You have to be gorgeous, bitch.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
You have to love having sex. I love having motherfucking sex. Please. Okay. And if I'm attracted to you, I'm always attracted to you. Nothing fucking changes, bitch. I don't care if you got slob on the side of your face and you just woke up in the morning. I'm still trying to get it in. Stank, morning breath, all that. I want it all. Period.
Shave, not shave.
I'm just, yeah, there you go. Shave, not shave. You know what I'm saying? We still don't. We don't care.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck. But also, like-minded. And what I mean by that, like, I'm a relatively clean person. I would like somebody to, like, keep a clean home. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I'm into sports. She ain't got to be into sports, but just, like, support me watching my sports. The most important thing, though, she got to be able to support me. Like, just mentally. Because I'm crazy. I am motherfucking insane, bro. And I just need to make sure that you got my back the way... When I don't even have my back, I need you to have my back. Like, period. And I'm an entrepreneur trying to get
That's
the
why
bread.
I said the pie is always changing, because as a baby stud,
you don't think about shit like that.
Don't even supporting someone that supports you as a person. Yeah. Like, you don't even know how to like, put it this way. And I'm gonna say this for everybody that's watching this motherfucking video, because if you're watching this video, I have to either assume you're lurking, which follow us.
What up? At Queer Queenz Detroit.
Okay. If not, you're either straight or you're gay, but you have to support either one of us or the LGBTQ community in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
If you are cool with studs, gay people of any form, I find it very interesting how, and I don't know if this is on topic, off topic, or whatever, but I find it real fucking interesting how a lot of people are cool with gay people like studs and femmes, but then when it comes down to gay males, they have a problem.
That part.
So, in talking about having morals and respect and shit as your pie grows, that was one way that I knew personally my pie was growing, because I went to an Afrocentric school. It was small as shit. Shout out to the Shule. Everybody graduated from the Shule in Saroma. All the Afrocentric schools in the DPS umbrella. Shout out to all of y'all. But anyways, I graduated from a small school, and there was a guy that went to our school that was gay, and he was like super flamboyant, like super flamboyant, to say the least. And there's a lot of people that was cool with me, but would say little slick shit about him, or would like try to talk about him and dog him out. And I got to a point where I started telling niggas, like, if you're gonna talk about him, then you're like, okay, if you say something about him, I'm gonna start going on you. And like, it's gonna get to a point where I'm not gonna let you stand here and not have a fucking problem with me, but you have a problem as soon as he walks up. Like, I'm confused than a motherfucker, because if that's what it is, you should have. So either one of two things is happening: either you being fake as hell and you really do have a problem with me, or you want to get down with somebody of the opposite sex and you mad as fuck because he living his best life.
Yeah,
like,
you
that's,
can't do shit.
and you can't do it. That's
or they don't take you seriously, which happens a lot.
That part
like,
too.
dudes
that
always think
that would be a mistake.
No, but not even you specifically, but just like gay women, because they always think they still have a chance somehow.
And they fetish.
That's ridiculous.
What is the term?
Fetishes. Yeah,
it's a fetishize. I'm trying to find the word. Fetish.
Fetishize. Fetishize.
It's fetishized.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
Fetishize.
Okay.
Adjective is the kind of word that describes.
Hey. But anyway, that's because
Right.
men fetishize us, so it's not like
Yeah,
like
really
every
true.
single nigga in my life. I swear on everything, they just do not believe that I'm gay. They think that if they're waiting for me to switch the flip or flip the switch and be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna start loving dick all of a sudden. Like, nah, that's not it, bro. They don't respect it. I mean, some do. Like my closest male friends, they absolutely do. But most men just look at it like, bitch, we don't believe you. Which I never understood.
You know, public service announcement. I'm sorry, y'all. You know, to all the fellas, and I have a son, so I'm sorry. But I know y'all think penis is great, but it's
overrated.
I personally can't say much on the topic, but I really have got to assume.
There's a CNN article.
Yeah, it's just
No,
not.
seriously, that said that women prefer outer course more than they prefer intercourse. Which
it makes sense. It makes
Yeah.
sense.
for those who
It
don't
makes
know,
I mean,
outer course is head.
I just feel like sex
It
with a
makes
woman.
sense.
This might be another topic for another
Makes
podcast
sense.
because sex with women is like
Sex with me so amazing.
amazing.
Hey Riri,
Do.
hit me on my hotline bling, girl.
Yo, Rika definitely.
You my pass, girl. Call me. But
Yo.
yeah.
But sex with women. Oh my
It's
God.
outstanding, and I'm, you know, at the end of the day, it's great. And no shade to my male followers because you know we need.
love
Y'all
y'all.
know what the fuck we need to do. All right, pause. We gonna get a male perspective on here because I don't
We
want
gotta
our
bring Jay.
I don't want our male followers to feel like we just bashing y'all and shit. But I can't
Nah,
speak.
but we
I can't,
have
Nah.
I can't speak to it.
I mean,
can
CNN
speak
is
to
a
it.
valid source.
CNN is a valid source, but you gotta remember
But
too.
it's also probably different for homosexual men.
Exactly.
So, as
That's what I'm saying.
well.
We got to get somebody else.
Yeah.
We have to get another male perspective on it, or a
I'm
male
with that.
perspective on the show because
Yeah.
Ben is not. Benjamin, come here.
It's probably at home.
Ben is not representing for y'all. Ben don't give a fuck about nothing that's going on here. He not
Make
representing
sure-
for y'all.
I'm single.
What?
Holla at me.
We put her.
What?
That's
Listen,
it. That's
what?
it.
Y'all.
Why am I single?
That motherfucker.
Why are you single?
Why am I single? I don't know. I'm ugly.
Well, that's a goddamn lie. Nah, see, this podcast cannot be built on lies.
God. I don't know. I'm single because real talk. I'm single because I'm working on myself. I gotta get my mental together. Like I don't love myself enough to be in a relationship with somebody else, and they have to love themselves.
Select
We just have
them.
to
Yeah.
come
I
together
feel
with
you
our
on that.
love. So I'm working on that. I'm building with myself, and that's the truth. Like I don't want to be in a relationship anytime soon because I gotta fall in love with myself.
Relationships
You feel
are
me?
not always simple.
No, they're not. But the next time I'm in one though, it's probably going to be my last one because it's gonna be so amazing and incredible because I know what I want now.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. That's the start.
Because I know what I want.
When
And I
you
know,
get in tune with your star player, and you and your star player start kicking shit back and forth,
there you go.
like on some real shit,
Yeah.
on some real shit. Like I honestly think if you can have a conversation with yourself on the low,
Yeah. On a
Like-
high, sure.
yeah, cause it do be high key. Like, cause you
Yeah.
know, I always tell niggas, y'all ever seen what the fuck was that? Pinocchio.
Yeah.
So y'all remember Jiminy Cricket?
Mhm.
Okay, everybody has a motherfucking Jiminy Cricket.
Man,
Listen
I
to your
got a
nigga.
couple of them.
Listen to
Listen to
your
your
nigga.
nigga
Listen to
Jiminy.
your nigga.
Listen to your
Jiminy.
listen to your nigga Jiminy.
Listen to Jiminy because and it may sound different for different people. For some people, it's like people that have passed away that meant a lot in their
Yeah,
lives.
yeah, yeah.
For some people, it's themselves. Me personally, I'm my own Jiminy. When I'm about to do some stupid shit, my voice be like, "Hold on,
Wait a
about to
minute.
fuck this
Because it's
up."
always
and,
that
and at
voice.
some point though, the fucked up part about being an adult is at some point you realize I'm about to make a choice. Like you approach that point where you be like, damn, I only have a decision to make, and you decide whether you about to fuck up or make a good decision.
Yeah.
I think that just goes to everything, whether it's relationships. Like
Yeah.
I think you just gotta be your pie changes because you have to be in the right space to either accept that criticism and be like, yeah, you fucking up. Like that's part of being in a relationship. Niggas think it's all fucking butt kisses and sunshine, but it's not. Like you have to be in a
And that
in a-
honeymoon stage, y'all, ends
Yeah.
so quickly. Like it lasts. It lasts. I say
Especially with lesbians, bro.
because I
We
know
married
I
on, like,
definitely,
week
bro.
4.
My last relationship, we definitely was U-Hauls. We lived with each other like 2 months after we met
Damn.
each other. Like for real. Like
That
I
be-
was moved
that's,
in.
That'd be yeah.
That's lesbian shit.
Yeah.
Like that's 100% lesbian shit. So it's like you really just have to just like you said, get in tune with your star player, take it slow, you know what I'm
With your
saying?
Gemini.
Love yourself, listen to your Gemini, and life will be great. I'm for sure excited about the future.
Barbecue with your
Shout out to
friends.
y'all though. Once I get find someone who, you know what I'm saying, I love that much that I can be with for 8+ years and be married to, look, that's when I know I'm working. But anyway, we gotta get off this podcast.
Yeah.
Niggas got things to do.
Yeah. Give us some topics for the next podcast.
Yes, absolutely.
Please do.
go.
What y'all want to hear?
Yeah.
But it rained
We got
down
shit to talk
here.
about.
What do y'all want us to talk about?
Make sure you're following at DJ313, at Joey Red, at DJ LiXxer. You know what I'm saying? That's very important. At Queer Queenz DET on Instagram. More great stuff coming. We're definitely last time I said we're gonna have Jay Santino, we're really gonna have Jay Santino on the next podcast. Like, no cap. Because that's our first king.
We
So
want
he
to
has
troll
to come.
you guys to make sure you were locked in.
Well, so with that being said, just make sure you stay in tune, man. Make sure you're liking the video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for the notifications. Shout out to #notification gang. It's definitely going to fuck down. So we will see you guys next week on the next podcast. I'm kind of full, but I still want another burger. So
We're definitely going to have more burgers and more drinks. So y'all got to get the fuck on.
Peace and love and happiness. We're having a yacht party, boat party, ship party.
It's a
On the princess.